Hello and welcome to Devil's Advocate. It's 10 days since the BJP's twin yatras got underway, but have they become a non-event? The newspapers and television have begun to ignore them. So is the BJP on a yatra to nowhere? That's the critical question that I shall put today to the General Secretary of the BJP, the man Atal Bihari Vajpayee calls the Lakshman of the party, Pramod Mahajan. Mr. Mahajan, Midday and Hindu called the yatra a flop. The Hindustan Times and the Indian Express are talking about bored audiences. The Times of India and Telegraph say that people get up and leave when L.K. Advani starts to speak. Were the yatras a mistake?
No. I have personally visited this yatra, at least Maharashtra like of Advaniji. I was throughout with him in the tribal areas, in the rural areas, in the sugar belt, in the NCP belt, in the Congress belt. And I think the yatra has a tremendous successful yatra. We are able to communicate our viewpoint. One can say the mid-time appraisal of the UPA government to the people of this country.
Except that you're talking to your own party cadres. You're talking to people who anyway vote for the BJP. What's the point of preaching to the converted?
No, it's not true. Cadres don't come in thousands and thousands. They don't come throughout your journey. They are like a human chain from one place to another.
The newspapers have ignored you. You've disappeared from television completely.
No, first thing, newspapers have not ignored us. But at the one time, one must understand that when you take a yatra of 35 days, you didn't expect a Delhi newspaper giving you frontline every day when you are traveling somewhere in Andhra Pradesh.
You didn't even get frontline on the second day.
No, we got frontline on almost
on day one, not thereafter. No, you disappeared to the inside pages. Now you've disappeared altogether.
If you see the style of the journalism today, it has become regional. So when you are around Maharashtra, you will get headlines in Maharashtra. When you are in Karnataka, you will get headlines in Karnataka. You can't get headlines in Delhi every day when you are traveling throughout the length and the breadth of the country.
All right, let's try and establish some of the facts of the yatra. Is it not the case that L.K. Advani took the decision without proper and formal consultation with any of the senior party leaders of the BJP?
He consulted many senior leaders who were available.
But in a proper formal meeting?
No, there was no formal meeting, but you don't need formal meeting.
So it was individual telephone conversations, but no formal meeting?
No, it's not an individual television conversation. He discussed with many colleagues who were there in the parliament session available, and he discussed the colleagues who were away. Like I was in Assam, so naturally he can talk to me on telephone. He can't call me back here. Is it not the case
that in fact the decision was communicated to Rajnath Singh as a fait accompli and he had no alternative?
No, it was not communicated. You see, any discussion on telephone is not communication. It's communication technically, but it's not communication. He definitely sought the advice, the permission of the party president, and then they took the decision.
You say he sought the permission and the advice. Listen to what Rajnath Singh said to the Business Standard on the 15th of March. Advani ji called me up and said that the consensus among party leaders in Delhi is that such a yatra should take place, and I concurred. In other words, he was communicated a consensus. He wasn't asked for permission. He wasn't asked for advice.
You see, what he told, first thing, what he told to Rajnath ji, who was in Varanasi on that day, that I discussed with the colleagues here, I also agree what they say, that we should take a yatra. What do you think? And then he said, yes, I also agree.
Except for the fact, isn't it also true that Rajnath Singh spent weeks trying to persuade Mr. Advani to give up the idea?
No, I don't think he tried to persuade Advani.
He was almost in tears, your party colleagues say.
No, I don't know who party colleagues you are mentioning. Nobody was in tears. Why one should be in tears? Every day Rajnath ji is getting a good publicity. He is the president. He is traveling throughout the country. Why should we be unhappy about
that
it?
In between he even gave up the yatra and left for Meerut because he wanted any excuse to disappear.
No, I'm sorry. If you look at the tragedy of the Meerut, it was his last day of the first leg, and if he comes to Meerut and visit, if he doesn't come, you will say, look, what a tragedy had happened. He's continuing the yatra.
Is it not also true, despite whatever Mr. Vajpayee may say, that when Sonia Gandhi announced her resignation from Parliament, Mr. Vajpayee rang up Mr. Advani and said, this is the perfect excuse and opportunity to call it all off.
I really don't know how press print said, as if Vajpayee has told somebody. Vajpayee has never rang Advani ji asking
Your own
him.
Party colleagues are saying this.
No, who is this party
Members
colleague?
of the BJP, individuals as well as people in groups are informing
who is this
journalists.
Party? Can you quote anybody? Can you name anybody? Has anybody said to the press who matters? Then only I can say. Has Vajpayee said it? Does his secretariat said it? Who said it?
They say that the yatra is a desperate attempt by L.K. Advani to promote himself and to eclipse Rajnath Singh.
First thing, who are they? So I don't know this invisible they.
Look at the
Secondly, what is for Advaniji to project?
Look at the
Advaniji is in Indian politics for last 5 decades.
Except that
he was
his
the
career
president of BJP for 15 years.
Except
He
that
was the deputy prime minister. Why do he need to project himself?
Except that at the moment his career is declining, the RSS is upset with him, the party itself has lost confidence in him, he therefore needs to project himself.
This is your interpretation. Even during the yatra, the RSS Sarsangh Chalak Sudarshan ji called Advaniji when he was in Solapur. He asked about his health. He asked about how the yatra is going. If the Sarsangh Chalak himself calling Advaniji during the yatra is no indication, and some Tom, Dick, Harry who is not ready to come on record and tells you that RSS is opposed and Vajpayee is opposed, you believe in them.
You talk about the Sangh Sachalak. Let me point out to you that Madan Das Devi told the Indian Express on the 20th of March, the Sangh has nothing to do with Advani's decision to launch yet another yatra.
No, I can say that Mohan Bhagwat, who is the General Secretary of RSS, second in command, has officially said that yatra is a good decision, and naturally Sangh would support it.
The Sangh Sachalak, who is the #1 in the RSS, has issued a statement published by organizer on the 2nd of April, where all he said is there is no question of the Sangh opposing it. That's not strong support. No, that's the most lukewarm possible support.
Because press came out saying that Sangh is opposing it. So Sarsangh Chalak said Sangh is not opposing
Where
it.
are Sangh cadres supporting MP Advani's yatra? They're supporting Rajnath Singh in Orissa. They're not supporting Advani.
That is again a media mischief. I will tell you that Sangh Swayamsevaks and Sangh is not expected to join every political program of BJP. They are not expected. Nobody in media really understands the relation between RSS and BJP, and they think that as if RSS Swayamsevaks are there only to make successful BJP programs.
Except when the leader of the opposition's yatra seems to be attracting no crowd, when television and newspapers are ignoring it, when people are walking away, when papers are calling it a flop, one would expect that the Sangh would come out and support him. The Sangh is supporting Rajnath Singh.
No, again, who said to you?
Papers are reporting
these are reporting.
Individual Sangh Sachalak groupies are saying so.
That's why I said, if you give me a minute. Now, who said they are supporting Rajnath? So only one press person, right? They are supporting Rajnath as if he knows what is happening in RSS. Let me first tell you what exactly RSS, give me a second, expected for RSS to do. RSS is an organization which does its own work. They have the second Sarsangh Chalak Param Pujaniya Guruji's birth centenary is going on. So they are not expected, to serve Advaniji's yatra.
Precisely why they're irritated with Mr. Advani for taking out a yatra at this time. They wanted to concentrate on Guruji's anniversary, not on the yatra.
You can't stop BJP's political programs. BJP will have to do its political program.
Looks like a flop.
No, BJP's political program should be done by BJP workers. We should not expect RSS workers to support every political program we take.
Let's look at the yatra in another light. In the middle of elections and exams, when temperatures are touching 40 degrees, and when there is no palpable Hindu anger in the country, is this the right time for a political yatra?
I think who is to decide it? You or we?
The crowd's response will determine whether it's a success.
I have seen the crowds. You have not seen the crowds. And I have seen the crowds throughout the journey. I am an eyewitness for the crowds. And when I say that I am seeing the crowds, I will show you the cuttings of the local newspapers. So somebody sitting in Delhi and some couple of newspapers saying this and that, that's not a gospel truth.
Does the yatra have a clean, clear-cut purpose? Does it have a motive? Because it began as a national integration yatra, it then converted into a Bharat Suraksha yatra. It began with twin aims, it ended up with a five-fold message, and now the leaflet officially issued by the BJP says that Bharat Suraksha has in fact 9 separate themes. So what is this yatra about?
I told you, this is the yatra. UPA has completed its 2 years. We have taken this opportunity to mobilize public opinion against misdeeds of UPA for 2 years. So naturally, right from farmers to bomb blast, everything is talked, depending upon the audience you are addressing at a particular stage.
All right, you're mobilizing public opinion against the misdeeds of the UPA. One of your critical themes is what you call minority appeasement, and one of your most important examples is the manner in which the UPA government has defied the Supreme Court by converting the Foreigners Act into a second IMDT Act. This would have had great resonance in Assam in the middle of elections. Your yatra ignores Northeast India completely.
No, please try to understand. The yatra started on 6th of April, Karan. and Assam elections are over by 10th of April.
So you could have spent 4 days in Assam.
No, I can't spend. How can, see, if you don't understand the geography of this country, please try to understand. Advaniji has spent about a week in Assam campaigning on the subject you are talking about. Advaniji himself. Rajnath has spent 5 days in Assam. You don't need Yatra to go to Assam campaigning against IMDT or against UPA government. So he did his duty. Only
that's what you
Yatra
say.
Started on 6th of April.
You could have started the Yatra earlier.
Assam campaign was over.
You could have started the Yatra earlier. If the object of the Yatra is to educate people, it's the Assamese who want to hear your message.
Again, why do you need Yatra to go to Assam? Advaniji went to Assam for a week. He campaigned for what he said. And then why do you need only Yatra to go? Only because you want me to take Yatra to Northeast.
If minority appeasement is such a critical element of what you want to educate the country about, then why are you spending so much time in BJP-ruled states? Are you really suggesting that your own governments are responsible for minority?
I really fail to understand. The first state he started with, Gujarat, was BJP ruled. The second, wait a minute. Second state was a Congress ruled.
Yes, but after that you've got Rajasthan, you've got Madhya Pradesh, you've got Karnataka, you've got Chhattisgarh, you've got Jharkhand.
Yes,
BJP
so what can I do if the route has many BJP states? If BJP routes, what can I do?
But you're ignoring the whole of the Northeast. You're ignoring Kerala. Kerala passes a resolution about Mr. Madani. It concerns Mr. Advani, and it is not part of your Yatra.
No, I'm going to Maharashtra. I'm going to Andhra Pradesh. I'm going to there are many BJP states. What can I do? Orissa is a BJP state.
But the states where your message will be most effective,
I'm going to Uttar Pradesh. I'm going to Uttaranchal. I'm going to Himachal. I'm going to Punjab, I'm going to city of Delhi. These are all non-BJP states.
But the states where things like illegal Bangladeshi infiltration matters, like the Northeast, like Bengal, you've ignored. The states where, let me finish. The states where, in fact, the assembly is passing resolutions that the BJP objects to, like Kerala, you've ignored. The states where your message is needed, you've avoided.
Again, okay, I have answered you n number of times. As far as Assam is concerned, I think if you call it's a political message, Advaniji has given maximum number of days to Assam as far as his political message is concerned. He is going to campaign in West Bengal and Kerala during the weekends in Yatra.
But they're not part of the Yatra. Why aren't they part of the Yatra?
Because logistically it is not possible to only go.
If logistics is the concern, then answer this. A second major issue that the Yatra raises is to expose Sonia Gandhi's so-called fake sacrifice. She faces an election. It's down. It's officially in the BJP leaflet. It is listed as the third most important.
That's a very small point.
It is listed as the third of the 5 aims of this Yatra. It is called one of the 5-fold messages. You may deny it. It's in the official leaflet that BJP has issued. And if that is the case, she faces an election in Raebareli on the 8th. The Yatra is ignoring Raebareli. Are you scared of challenging her face to face?
No, again I said, Yatra is not ignoring Raebareli. Definitely during election campaign, leaders will go to Raebareli. And secondly, the Yatra has big importance because as far as the Sonia Gandhi's so-called sacrifice, it will be over the moment she files the nomination.
Except that this is an official declared aim of the Yatra. You may dispute it, you may be embarrassed by it, but it's in your official leaflet.
I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm not embarrassed by it. But that's not a main objective of the Yatra.
Let me point out another main objective of the Yatra. You may not call it main, but the BJP leaflet does. The Yatra talks about the need to protect what it calls India's parliamentary democracy. You talk at great length about the illegal, unconstitutional dissolution of the Bihar Assembly. 5 months after the Bihar elections, I put it to you, this is not a subject that's going to arouse popular passion. This is an academic seminar subject. Why are you bringing it up now?
No, again I said, there may be 10 points written into
This is one of the top 5.
No, I don't agree with it.
You don't agree with it?
No, I don't agree with this.
You don't agree with it?
No, I don't agree with it. It cannot be top one of the 5.
It is part of the official leaflet issued by the BJP.
Karan, you are giving too much importance to a leaflet which has 10, 12 points. The priority of the points will be decided where you go.
This is the brochure officially issued by the BJP.
Just to make a debating point, you are giving too much importance to dissolution of the
It seems to me, just to escape from the embarrassment, you're trying to minimize the importance of your own party's brochure.
No. I am not minimizing any brochure, but I am not reading it as a Bible.
I put it to you that this Yatra serves no useful purpose. Far from enthusing the country, it's going to confuse people.
No, I said Yatra is serving a very good purpose. It is galvanizing BJP cadre. It is creating a public opinion against UPA and in favor of BJP. And I'm very sure by the end of the Yatra, we'll have mobilized millions and millions BJP workers and people in this country.
I put it to you that all this Yatra does is to prove that LK Advani is an old man in a hurry who's prepared to put his personal ambition ahead of his party's interest.
No, I think this is a very long allegation. This saddens me, the style which you are asking. Advaniji is not in hurry. Advaniji has served the nation and country for 5 decades. And he has spent most of his life in opposition, and calling this man having some kind of a personal ambition, it makes me only sad.
Mr. Mahajan, let's take a break. At that point, I want to come back and talk not about the Yatra, but about you and your views and how you see the future of the BJP. We'll be back in a moment's time. Stick with us. Welcome back to an exclusive interview with Pramod Mahajan, the General Secretary of the BJP. Mr. Mahajan, in January in an article you wrote for the magazine Organizer, you said, the chariot of BJP's Dharmaraj has touched the ground. The BJP should not lose faith in itself. The BJP should try its level best to come out of the present eclipse. What exactly is the problem the BJP is suffering from?
No, I think after we lost power in 2004, there were n numbers of problems BJP faced. Naturally, some kind of an internal indiscipline, lack of collective decision-making system. And when I was writing this as an introspection, I said that BJP, before we went into the government, the chariot was like Dharmaraj, flying almost few inches above it has now touched it. And so we must have BJP which takes collective decision, BJP which should be a disciplined party, the integrity should be the highest, the family-like atmosphere amongst the leaders should again prevail. That kind of thing was in my mind when I wrote.
So in other words, you were talking about all the things that the BJP used to be, but no longer is. And you're now saying we must go back to that.
Yes, I see, after you traveled about 25 years as BJP or you traveled 50 years as a Jansan. Now in this process, by quantity you might have increased, but there is little decrease in quality, and so some kind of a quality control mechanism is needed for BJP.
Have BJP cadres and BJP workers begun to lose faith in the BJP?
No, I don't say faith in BJP, because if you look at the elections happening after 2004, still we are winning election after election. But the kind of the
You lost Maharashtra when you shouldn't have.
No, I lost Maharashtra very marginally. But after that...
But you still lost it.
No, still. There are
so when you say the BJP should not lose faith in itself, what do you mean?
No, I mean, we should work with self-confidence. Whether you lose elections or win election, you should have faith in your ideology, you should have faith in your leadership, you should have faith in your organization, the faith in working style. That was the meaning.
Twice in the last 1 year, in formal interviews, you said to me that the BJP is in crisis. You said it in May last year, you said it again in January this year. Is the crisis continuing?
I don't think that we are out of the crisis and we have regained, something like health, one can say that we were now overweight and we are not again reshaped kind of a thing. So I don't think BJP has come out of the crisis completely. Still we have to go a long way. But the process
you are frank enough to admit the BJP is in crisis.
No, it is in crisis. Now the kind of the first part of the interview we had today, naturally, if such kind of impressions, they may be wrong. If they are all around about you, your working, your leadership, then definitely you are in crisis. You have to come out of it.
In the Organizer article that I quoted a moment ago, you also wrote, a political party must always remember that its basic vote comes from those who believe in the ideology of the party. Good intentions and empathy are not good enough. A clear-cut political ideology is needed. Has the ideology of the BJP become confused today?
No, it has not become confused.
But it's not clear?
No, first thing, ideology is the same. So there is no question of ideology becoming diluted, ideology becoming confused, ideology becoming unclear. Ideology is ideology. Only the projection of ideology should be in such a way that people understand for what you stand very clear.
So there are problems with the projection of the BJP
Definitely
ideology?
There are problems with the communication to the people.
In 2004 March, the BJP came out with a vision statement. At the time, you personally told me that this would hold for 20 years. Less than 2 years later, on critical issues like Article 370 and Uniform Civil Code, the vision statement has been overtaken. Was the old vision statement wrong, or is the new vision mistaken?
I'll tell you two things. As far as the Uniform Civil Code or the Article 370 is concerned, BJP as a political party will have to position itself what exactly it wants. But at the same
it hasn't made up its mind?
No, it has. First thing, let me repeat again what I said. BJP will have to position itself what exactly he wants. We don't want Article 370 to be part of Indian Constitution.
But that wasn't what you said in the vision statement. In the vision statement, there was no mention of abrogating Article 370 at all. It had disappeared. And can I just finish? One day before the vision statement came out, in fact, L.K. Advani, who was then Deputy Prime Minister, actually said that the BJP would no longer press for abrogation of Article 370. Yet in January this year, at his speech to the National Council, your new party president brought abrogation of Article 370 right back on the agenda. So clearly in 2 years, on this one point, the party's changed its vision.
Can I again answer? As far as Article 370 is concerned, I said we all along our life as a political animal or a political party believed that Article 370 was temporary, it should not be part of Indian Constitution. About Uniform Civil Code, all along we believed in the past, present, and we will believe in the future that Uniform Civil Code should be made applicable to this country. Having said so, one must understand for abolition of Article 370, you need 2/3 majority in Lok Sabha, and not only in Lok Sabha, 2/3 majority in Rajya Sabha.
All of that I know. All of that I know. I'm talking about something else. I'm saying that the position that you took on these issues in the vision statement has changed. And that vision statement was for 20 years. So that's why I ask you, is the party's ideology changing? Is it in flux?
No, it's not ideology changing. Again, I'm saying the vision statement was in the light of an NDA government. Now, tomorrow, suppose NDA government is formed again. The Article 370 on Uniform Civil Code.
So depending on the circumstances, the vision keeps changing.
Not depending upon. Vision doesn't change. And that's my problem, which you are not understanding.
You're right. It is absolutely your problem, because that's what I'm pointing out.
Yes, that's my problem that you don't understand. That's my problem. Vision doesn't change. My position on Article 370 on Uniform Civil Code never changes. But application of my vision or position much depends upon the political strength I have in the Indian Parliament.
That sounds a bit like hair splitting, but let's leave it there. The problem is, it's not just in terms of vision statements that the party seems to be confused today. Your party president and your leader of the opposition say different things about Jinnah, about Hindutva, about the RSS, about the need for ideology, about corruption in your ranks, even about what the color of the party's flag should be. Instead of speaking in one voice, the party seems to speak in multiple voices.
No, again, except Jinnah, rest of the things you mentioned, I don't think there is any difference.
Even on the small issue of the flag, Mr. Advani says that in fact no issue of this nature has cropped up. Mr. Rajnath Singh clearly says that he's been approached by people about the issue of changing the color.
Again, you are almost creating a mountain of a mole. What Rajnath said, that some people
I'm not creating a mountain of a molehill. You're creating a molehill of a mountain.
Now you may allow me to say what Rajnath said, that some people approached to him about change of the color of the flag. Advani said no such decision has been taken. Rajnath, when asked next day, he said no such decision has been taken. Where is the difference of opinion?
It's not just that they have differences of opinion about flags. Now, today, Mr. Advani seems to have reservations about decisions taken by the Vajpayee government over the handling of the Kandahar hijack. He now has problems with the past, not just the present.
No, he did not say anything. I was sitting next to him.
He made it clear that his own position had been expressed in cabinet, thus indicating that his position was different to that of the cabinet. Everyone interpreted it as a sign of difference.
No, whatever you want to interpret, you are free to interpret. First thing, he did not make a statement, he did not make a speech. When somebody asked a question, he said, it's an old issue. Whatever I had to say about it, I only said in the cabinet. That's all.
When the press interpreted that answer as a sign of differences between himself and Mr. Vajpayee, why did Mr. Advani not issue a correction?
What correction about what?
To say that the press has misinterpreted me.
No, he has already said it.
He hasn't.
Yes.
He may have said it personally to Mr. Vajpayee. He hasn't said
No,
it in
no,
the
not
press.
personally to Vajpayee. Whoever has asked
Why
him.
today is Mr. Vajpayee upset?
Who told you?
Why is Mr.
told
Vajpayee now
something?
deciding
I
that
think-
he won't
I
attend
think
Mr.
Vajpayee-
Advani's rally in
I think
Lucknow?
Vajpayee only is accessible to the press. He only talks to the press. If he is upset, only press knows. If he is going to Lucknow, press knows. If he is not going, look, and we don't know anything.
Let me ask you a blunt question.
Please.
How much damage to the clarity of the BJP's ideology was done by Mr. Advani's comments about Muhammad Ali Jinnah?
I said that as far as his comments about Muhammad Ali Jinnah is concerned, I think about 99% people in the BJP don't agree with him.
So has it done damage to the BJP's clarity of ideology?
No, I don't think, because if 99% people have clarified what they want to say, Advani saying one thing doesn't damage the BJP's ideology.
So Mr. Advani was in a position of 1%.
I can say on Jinnah's issue,
1%.
I don't count percentage, but nobody
It's a
agrees with it.
humiliating position for the leader of
No,
the
I
opposition
don't think
to be
it's
in.
humiliating. You see, you can't have everybody going along at every point of time in your life.
But to have 99% of your party against
No,
you is
we don't
embarrassing.
agree- we don't
and it
agree.
happened when he was party president as well.
We don't agree what he said about Jinnah.
Do you believe that as a result today, people do not have a clear idea about what the BJP stands for?
No, I don't think so. But I think that whenever you are communicating with 1 billion people, we should bring more and more clarity as far as your thoughts are concerned. You're articulating it.
Clearly, Mr. Advani didn't help in bringing more and more clarity, did he?
No, he is the only person who has brought the maximum clarity to BJP ideology in last 2 decades.
Except on the Jinnah issue.
Except on the Jinnah issue.
Do you believe that the problems that we're talking about, and they're serious problems to do with differences between the leadership, demoralization of cadre, differences over ideology, can these problems be put right in the year 2006, or will things get worse before they get better?
No, I don't think things will get worse. Things have started getting better, and I'm very sure that in a couple of years from now, when we will face elections in 2009, the things will be absolutely...
But that also means that the full escape from the present crisis will happen in a couple of years, not before that.
First, one must understand, in a political life, the crisis doesn't come overnight. Crisis doesn't vanishes overnight. It takes time to build up like the clouds. It takes times to clear up.
Pramod Mahajan, that's a very clear answer. Thank you very much for speaking to Devil's Advocate.